And then social resistance brings me back to the superego. Um, because in Plato, I very much see a sort of a rudimentary model of our sort of the three parts of the human brain, right? So you've got the brain stem, which is just survival.
Mm.
It keeps the heart beating, it keeps the lungs going, but it also has a lot of instinctual stuff, and so is very could be akin to the monster. Definitely is
Mm.
akin to the id. It's
Mm.
where a lot of the like eruptive emotions come from. I don't want to say eruptive emotions. They don't actually come from the brainstem, but the panic of the brainstem can power those emotions, or
Mm.
the maybe it's more to say the amygdala, the fear part of the brain, is able to activate the brainstem, and so there's some sort of a relationship there,
Mm.
um, where a lot of the very strong reactions are in touch with this. The things we would call our monsters are very in touch with that.
Mm.
And then you have the rational part, which is like the front of the brain, the sort of human part of the brain that's able to do calculations and logically think things through. And then you have the emotional part of the brain, which is
Mm.
vaguely mammalian, vaguely animalistic,
Mm.
and also has a lot of socialness to it. So it's where
Mm.
we get our emotions generally. It's where the amygdala is, but it's also um, how we feel other people. Like if we walk into a room and somebody in that room is angry,
Mm.
we kind of know that, regardless of if they're, if the whole room, everybody's just tight and kind of
Mm.
nervous, and there's somebody in the corner who's just like, you can feel just being grumpy, like that
Mm.
felt sense of other humans, like that's that middle. And that's
Mm.
that lion part. I see it, that's like around politics, wanting to dominate, find your
Mm.
place in the social hierarchy,
Mm.
um, going to war or sports events. That's a lot of
Mm.
emotion being shared and being,
Mm.
you're in this emotional kind of milieu.
Mhm.
And I can see that being akin to the lion, to sort of the beast.
Mm.
It's because the thing with Plato is you have a monster and you have a lion. And I'm somewhat surprised at that, because I feel like for me, at our point in Western civilization, a lion is instinctual. It is bestial. It's going to take what it wants. It's going to conquer it's going to fight. And all of that
Mhm.
feels very akin to a monster to me.
Mhm.
The lion, a little more noble. Um, as I said, the earlier, like the nobility, the regalness, kind of comes into play with the lion. Um, but it's just interesting to me that I find my own psyche or soul sort of divided differently than maybe either of the examples we're looking at.
Mm.
I'm not sure I could be like, oh, well, mine's divided this way, but it like they don't quite seem to the symbols don't quite seem to speak to me
Mm.
in the same way. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything to
Mm.
say to that.